Hey traders, how we doing today? You guys have a nice check my sound. Boom. All right. You guys have a nice day yesterday? Making any trades? I got stopped out. Yeah. Like I said, I'm a 30 to 40% win rate. 3-to-1 trades. That's what I do. Because I get stopped out. And it's part of the deal, it's part of the game. And you have to be responsible for it. You have to use appropriate size, keep your risk down. We're all beginners and we don't want to blow up and get frustrated. And that's what we're here to do, is to help you get through some of that stuff. So I appreciate the new people that showed up and the old people that still watch. And you can support the channel at Make Money Day Trading at Patreon. It's only $25 a month, and you get daily updates. All right, let's get into it. So I look at this chart, and this is the monthly, this is the hourly over the last several months. And going through going through our steps, I map out my kill zone, support, resistance, whatever you want to call it. I call it a kill zone, and I want to map my market to get a sense of what is going on. Right, a new high confirms a swing low. Right, a new low confirms a swing high until it doesn't. I'm kind of doing a couple of things here differently. I got a mosquito that's messing with my life. But I just want to play. I want to play like it's a piece of clay and I'm in the pottery class and I don't know what it is I'm going to do, but I just kind of have some ideas and I want to figure out, what can I do? What can I do to make it happen? I don't know. I mean, I know what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for an impulse leg, right? An impulse up, a pullback, some sort of retest in here off the shelf, and another impulse or expansion leg, whatever you want to call it. Everybody's got something different. No one's going to audit you. We're traders. We sit on islands by ourselves. We're not going to be in a coffee shop talking about resistance, having argument about this stuff. So stop it. But what you want to do, or what I try and do, is just get a feel for what's going on in the market, so I can get my bias cleared up. Oh wait, I want to keep that one, and I want to get my ideas straight. So that's why we go through this practice. Now, I don't know if you guys were in the market yesterday or not. I was. But didn't I say something about just the market's weird right now? In the United States, we have an election coming up, and it's affecting the markets, how money's being moved around. It's the end of the month of the last quarter, so there's a lot of hedge funds are funding different things and different things are going on. And I don't know. Somebody explained it to me one time, but I just know that it gets a little weird. Do you notice how tight this space is right here compared to everything else out here? It's just a little more flowing. It's just a little more flowing. And there's a little tightness in there too. See, it expands. Look at this thing. There's another good one here, right? Look at this lead up here, and then the ba 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 ba, and then it just kind of flows again, and then it gets itself and it goes back into what it's doing. But it's not. I mean, even that is not as tight as this. I mean, look how tight it is. And we're going to get into the chart here in a minute, but it's just, I just kind of observe these things, and then I can do my thing. Where am I at here? I'm jumping around too much. So this is the 750 tick that I trade. We had this launch on the 27th. Something happened, and this just ripped everybody's heads off. All these sellers just got smoked. All the stops got run. Everybody's just repositioning. And my talk the other day about my Fibonacci is 50%, and that got wiped out, right? So don't anybody says this is that and that is this, they're just full of it. They're just I'm not married to anything, and I'm not gonna risk all my loot on something that I don't. So anyhow, this was yesterday. I started trading right around here. And if you watch the channel, you'll see that I was really kind of watching for a retest, but I got. And then I didn't enter. Did I enter? What did I do? What did I do yesterday? I didn't do that. I think I got in here. I think I did. I'd have to pull it up. What did I do yesterday? Hold on, I'm looking. It's just a lot of stuff that's going on. So I was at, oh gosh. Yeah, I didn't touch that. I was looking at it, didn't touch it. And I know this is 8 o'clock because I take my kids to school. So I'm at 8 o'clock, I'm in the car. So I know I wasn't trading it. But I was looking at all this stuff because we have our impulse, right? We have our shelf, and we have a wash. And then it bounced around, came back down, and started taking off again. And I was bummed that I missed it. But it was 7 o'clock. I don't really trade at that time. There's too much news, too much stuff coming on. It's 10 o'clock East Coast time. Stuff's going on. I like to wait till like 7:15, maybe 7:30. It's just my style. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. If you want to trade the open and trade the news and do all that stuff, go for it. Knock yourself out. It's not my style. I don't want any part of that. I've done it. I get creamed every time I do it. A lot of this is just for me doing trial and error, and right. So I'm not running for Congress. All right. So anyhow, but I saw this thing more as the shelf kind of washed, and I observed a couple things. I saw this hard down right here. Oh, right here. That there. See how hard that is? It just drop. Just boom, 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 boom. And then all these guys get smoked, right? This guy got this guy who had orders here got pop, just down. So it's just really tight. It's really tight. Something's going to happen. I'm telling you that. Something big is going to happen. And we can try to understand it. We can force it. I don't know. But to me, I'm just, I'm a professional trader. I've got money to manage, and I would rather sit and watch than try and force something that I know just doesn't really feel right. So then I've got 2 double bottoms, and I know people associate that with some turn of event that's going to happen. I don't know what it is. To me, it's just 2 double bottoms, right? They took it down here. They tried to take it back up. Sellers, they run into sellers here, right? These guys here are just pushing it down. Look, they can't break the high. They can't take it through there, which is another idea, but that's how you learn. And so I see this as a double bottom, and oftentimes, I mean, look at this. This is a triple top, right? You got a top, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tops, right? It doesn't matter. All right, it doesn't matter. So I'm getting to my trade, but I'm just kind of walking you through this whole thing. It comes up here. Oh, here it is. Here's my trade. Clear as a bell. What am I doing here? Price goes back up. It comes back down. I see it make another shelf right in here. And this is how price expands. So this is my logic to this. It's like a slinky or a snake. It just kind of goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I see it start to worm its way up. And it takes out this little guy. I'm not looking over here for confirmation. I don't really do that just because it doesn't really mean it'll carry a lot of water for me. The confirmation is the impulse. And so then I know, big drama here. Boom, takes him up real hard, right? So I've got my shelf. I've got a setup inside my setup, and I'm just sitting here like, okay, this is cool. Yeah, I buy this bar here with a stop right there. That's what I did, and I was my target was up here, right? So we're going to go back up to this high here. Well, let's get my Patreon subscription there, and then you know, my marketing guys telling me to do this. I got stopped out. Now I wasn't upset. I was a little sore because it's like, God dang it, like what? What it's not doing what I want to do, you know. I'm here to make money, but it popped me out. And it's interesting because if you notice how low this is, everybody had stops here. And then I was like, well, shoot, Mike, I should have dropped it down here because that's really your stop, right? But I'm not trading the swing anymore. I'm trading something else. So that's the lesson and the reminder, right? And even if I was here, it wasn't going to work. It was going to give me a little bit of play, and then I could have whatever fooled around, but it didn't work. So there was nothing to it. And then I was doing something foolish, and I jumped on this bar here. No, I jumped on this bar here. As it was starting to go up, this is one of the biggest things that takes me down. I know this is going up. You know why? Because my bias was up. This is going up. That's my bias. That's how I trade. If I'm confused, I look at what's going on. This impulse is going up. And so in my mind, I'm like, here's how it's going to go down. Perfect setup. Got a nice big wash. Really cleaned them out up over here, right? All these guys got wiped out. Loading up, ready for another long. I was just, hey, I'm going to dinner tonight. The whole thing, you guys. So it's not like you're alone in this whole thing. But that was my trade, and it was a late day trade, and I didn't see a lot of stuff, so it was kind of just like waiting for something. I had missed. What did I miss? I missed something in here. Doesn't matter. And then I got eager, so I took a couple hits, but you know what? It's part of the plan. Good. You know what I learned is that when I break my rules and I trade after 11, I tend to make mistakes because I'm trying to do something, trying to get some business done by the end of the day, and then the whole thing is just weird. So I don't so whatever. What's going to happen today? I don't know. I can't get my thing. Hold on a second. Let me just clean up a couple of this here. Just bear with me. Fast forward. Blah blah blah. The thing is, if you want to like watch this on, you watch it on 1.5 speed. That's what I watch a lot of YouTube videos on because it's just easier than watching me do all this stuff. There's a button here that's blocking my. Oh no, it's not. Never mind. All right. So now back to square one. We got our impulse. What are we doing today? What are we doing today? draw this out. You can see this line here, right? Buyers, 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 buyers get washed. Buyers, buyers, buyers. Try and take them up. Try and take them up. Buyers, buyers. Boom. Buyers got busted. Buyers, buyers, buyers. Oh, try and take them up. Boom. Buyers got busted. All right. I'm not eager to trade right now because this whole thing is making me feel like something is afoot for all you channel traders there. The only thing I really do know is that gaps get filled, right? This space here is going to get filled by something. Well, it's going to be price, obviously, but this whole thing will get filled. And it will either continue on down and, take out the lows, and maybe, this will come back into play. Let's get it over here again. Yeah, $25, no big deal. And maybe it comes down into here. I don't know. I don't know. I can draw and I can speculate, but I know as much as you do. The only people that know are the people that have the book. All right. So nobody knows any of this stuff. Anybody says they're just fooling themselves. But just notice that really tight, right? And that means there's a coil. So when a snake gets tight and coiled up, it usually expands. And that's what we're looking for, is the expansion. And I'm not looking to trade the expansion. I'm looking to see the expansion bust everybody out, right? Come down in here, break everyone's heart, pop these guys, land in here somewhere. And maybe it comes down here. I don't know. Maybe it does that. And then it takes off. It's going up. Tell me it's not. It's a crazy business, man. It's a crazy business. And that's why we play with this stuff. We do lots of drawings. We do lots of speculating. We don't get firm in our that's what happened to me yesterday. Is I know it's going up, and it cost me a few bucks. So map your market, follow the impulse, look for the shelf, the wash, the retest, and the entry, and be right or wrong with it. Just you don't have to trade tomorrow. That's the whole thing, is that you want to just be good enough that you're trading the next day, and you're eventually going to get to a point where you're going to find and see these things just jumping out at you. And if you have to trade, if you're one of those guys that's like, Mike, I just, I need to trade. It's like a video game, which is terrible, which I've done, so don't feel bad, but like, look at on the smaller schedule, on the smaller paces, right? You're mapping it out, your impulse leg, right? Retest, right? There's your trade right there. I didn't even look at this thing. 1, 2 lines, right? I can see the pop, and I can see the retest here. And it's not big and sexy and millions of dollars, but it's a trade. It's a trade. That's it. That's all you need. Every day, make that trade, and you're golden, dude. Go to the movies, go to the lake, go on a hike. That's it right there. That's your trade. $25 a month, patreon.com. Later.